Have you ever wondered what it's like to travel 5,500 kilometers to watch your team play football? I did exactly that last week. Come see what the journey was like. Good evening, Chelsea fans. This is Ferridge for Hayters TV. It is currently 7:30 PM on Monday night. On Thursday, Chelsea play away in Kazakhstan, facing FC Astana in Almaty, the biggest city in Kazakhstan. It's about a 5,000 kilometer journey, and first thing tomorrow morning, I'm on my way. Come along for the ride. Right, good morning guys. About 12 hours after booking the ticket, the journey to Almaty begins. I'm on my way to the station to catch my first of 3 trains to Stansted Airport, from where I'll be flying to Ankara, so let's go. Just got to Stansted, and just like that, straight off to the gate, ready for the first flight of the trip. Leg 1 of the journey is done. Touchdown in Ankara in Turkey. It is about 25 past 8 local time. My next flight is until 2 AM, so we're in for the long haul here. Now about 4 hours into my 7-hour layover. It is close to midnight here in Ankara, and the next flight still is not till 2 AM, so gotta do our best to stay awake until then. It's getting challenging, but got to hold firm for another couple of hours and then try and have a kip on the flight to Astana. 20 past 1 here in Turkey, but our flight to Astana, the desk is open, we're boarding in about 20 minutes, leg 2 underway. Just past 10 to 2 in the morning here in Ankara. We are finally boarding flight number 2. Next stop, Astana. That is touchdown in Astana. That's 2 flights of 3 done. It is minus 14 degrees here. It's absolutely freezing. And our final flight to Almaty is now delayed, unfortunately. But I guess that's the way it goes. We've managed to find someone with the football on.
Добрый день, дамы и господа. Добро пожаловать на борт воздушного судна. Убедительно просьба.
Right then, 24 hours later, I finally touched down in Almaty. I am absolutely shattered, but this is where the fun begins. Got a heap of work to do today. Going to be heading into the city centre now to check out the stadium, try and meet some Chelsea fans. Yeah, let's get after it. Well guys, this is what £49 a night gets you here in Almaty. Got a very small but serviceable double room. Alright, after getting checked into the hotel, there was only one thing I could reasonably do with the rest of my evening, and that was, of course, come straight to the stadium. This is the Almaty Central Stadium, built in the 1950s, I believe. Holds about 23,000, and just looking at it, it's a bit of a beast. It's going to be a pretty imposing place to play. I can confirm this stadium looks just as imposing from the inside as it does the outside. It's just such a unique ground. This is the away bench here. This is where Enzo Maresca and his squad will be sat. I'm going to push my luck a bit here and take a seat on the away bench to talk about a topic which has dominated some conversations in fan circles in recent weeks. This is technically a European away day, and we are currently closer to China than we are any actual part of Europe. I do think there is something to be said for European football as an institution and how it creates events like this. Now I'm here in a city that I would probably never have come to otherwise, and I think the vast majority of Chelsea fans who have made the trip can also say the same. Thousands of people are going to travel thousands of miles to come attend this match, and that is, I think, one of the beautiful things about European football. What is European football for, if not impromptu trips to cities you've never heard of, to watch teams you've never heard of, and experience new parts of the world and new cultures? And that's exactly what I and about 500 other Chelsea fans are going to be doing. Right guys, that is that for day one in Almaty. I've just finished working, sent off a draft of a piece I was working on, and I've now gone out and invested about 10,000 tenj, which comes back to about a fiver, in a kebab and some Russian beer. So that's my night in. I'm gonna hit the hay and get ready for match day tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Right guys, good morning and happy match day from Almaty, where it was currently -10 degrees and it's not going to get much warmer at any point today. There's lots to do today. First order of business, very first order of business, is to see what a Kazakh hotel breakfast looks like. So, let's go. What I was sort of half hoping was going to be a glass of wine, but I believe cranberry juice and a little provincial coffee, so cheers. Right, I've been thinking, God only knows when the next time is I'll be back in Almaty, so I'm going to try and hit some tourist attractions, which means I'm going to attempt to tame the Almaty metro system, the only metro system in the entire great nation of Kazakhstan. Right guys, it is now 3:45, which means match will start in about just under 4 hours, I imagine. And I am stepping out to make the most of the match day. I mean, you may as well start early while you're here, right? Let's just make the most of it. It's going to be a hell of a day. Right guys, I'm here at the Tribune Sports Bar in Almaty, not too far from Central Stadium. I got talking to a man from Kazakhstan called Tom, who was telling me that the reason Chelsea have so many fans in this part of the world is because of Roman Abramovich and his influence in the team. The other thing Tom said to me, he has seen Chelsea only once when they played in St. Petersburg a few years ago. He says, everyone in this room has been waiting years for Chelsea to come here, waiting decades for Chelsea to come here. And the fact that they're finally here, I think the nation of Kazakhstan is on its feet for Chelsea to be here. I'm here outside Almaty Central Stadium with, what's your name? Avehan. And how long have you been following Chelsea?
7 or 8 years.
7 or 8 years, and you say this game is particularly special for you because it's your first time seeing Chelsea and it's also your birthday.
Yes.
Is Chelsea your only team? Or
Yes.
Chelsea's your only. Who is your favourite Chelsea players?
John Terry. John Terry and Drogba.
Yeah?
Yes.
How special is it for Chelsea to be here in Kazakhstan, in your hometown?
I don't know. I can explain.
You can't explain it?
I can explain. No words, only emotions.
Yeah?
Yes.
What is your score? What will the score be, do you think?
I think 4-0.
4-0?
Yes.
Fantastic. There you have it. Right. I found another Chelsea fan outside the ground. Your name is?
My name is Azmat.
Azmat? Are you from Almaty?
No, I come from Astana actually.
You come from Astana?
Yeah, but I've been supporting Chelsea like for the last 20 years.
For 20 years?
Yeah, definitely.
And you said you saw them in Miami a few years ago?
Yeah, it's like back in 2012. It's almost like 13 years ago. It was a friendly match between Chelsea and Milan.
So it's very special to you to have
definitely.
Chelsea
Of course, like,
here in Kazakhstan?
Of course, yes. We've been waiting for that moment like for such a long time.
Yeah. What do you predict the score will be at full time?
It's not gonna be a goalless match. I think we can see like 2 to 3 goals maybe. But I hope Chelsea wins. Yeah.
There you go. Thank you very much,
You're
mate.
welcome.
I've managed to find an English expat here outside the Almaty Central Stadium. Your name is?
Peter.
And why are you in Kazakhstan?
I'm working out here in one of the international schools.
So you're at this match, but you're not a Chelsea fan, you
Nah, I'm a Man United fan. It was just a good chance to come and see some English football again.
Catch up with the Premier League?
Yeah, watch it on TV, but it's not the same,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
I think Chelsea will win quite comfortably tonight.
Yeah.
United's been a bad year.
Do you have a score prediction for the game?
I would say 3 or 4-0.
3 or 4-0?
Yeah. There's
Really?
no Cole Palmer, but
There is no Cole Palmer,
still
you're
a
right.
lot of good players. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate
No
it.
worries.
Just now hitting the 40-minute mark here at Central Stadium in Almaty, where it is still -8 degrees, and Renato Vega has just headed home from Dewsbury Hall's corner to make it 3-0 to Chelsea. It appears the cold is starting to take a bit of a toll on my laptop here, which currently seems to think that it's plugged in. They have it, folks. That's full time here in Astana. A goalless second half with really very few talking points. Sees Chelsea take the win 3-1 here in Kazakhstan. Lucky for them, they're getting straight back on the plane to back to London Gatwick, but we're sticking around for press conferences. But I want to go inside and warm up sharpish. It is now down to -15 degrees, and I am absolutely freezing. So,
we knew that it was quite cold. We tried to adapt. I think the player, they did fantastic, you know, with the weather condition. All of them, the ones that they start, Tariq, Sam and Josh, they all have done very good. So very happy for them, and also the ones that they were inside the second half. So pleased for them.
it has been a long old day of trekking around Almaty, seeing the sights, meeting the people, and that match. What an experience. Obviously extremely cold, and the showing from both teams I think was fantastic, despite the just brutal conditions out there. But I am now finally back in my hotel room, and I've just had a quick word with BBC Radio 5 Live about the match, which was pretty impressive, pretty fun as well. I mean, this has been an absolute hell of a trip, but as I say, it is now midnight, and I've got to be up in exactly probably 3 hours and 59 minutes to catch my flight to Istanbul. It's been a pleasure while I've been here, but I guess all good things have to come to an end, right? Well, there you have it, guys. I'm finally home. It has been a long but incredibly exciting 4 days. Round trip, it has ended up being probably 5 flights and at least 40 hours of travel. My goodness, what an incredible city. The fact that you can have a team like Chelsea playing in a place like Kazakhstan and have fans commuting there from the Balkans and from Russia and from across Asia to come watch that match. Words almost to fire, and I've not slept anywhere near enough in the last couple of days to be able to properly synthesize my thoughts. All I can say, hell of a trip. I'm gonna go have some tea and go to bed quite soon. But thank you very much for following me on this journey. I hope you've enjoyed it half as much as I have. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. And that will do it from me. So, signing off. Good night.